everyone? Josh here with Anime Impact, bringing you guys some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And today, guys, I got some special news. As you guys were watching in my stream yesterday, and thank you so much. Let's just take a moment to thank you all so much for coming out for my, I believe, 4-hour plus stream yesterday. Yeah. Now, I did have my children with me in the room while the missus was out, so I could not have my mic on, though you guys got to listen to some pretty cool tunes for that period of time. So I thank you all so much again for coming out for that stream. And if you guys want to catch streams in the future, make sure that you tick notifications, get on my latest uploads as well as my live stream notifications here on the channel. And also make sure you subscribe if you're new and join our Discord in the link below. Now, with all that out of the way, we did, in fact, as you guys saw, I ended with getting the level 19 in stream yesterday. We used so many different decks. We used a various amount of decks to climb just because, you know, we like using different things here on the channel. But, however, I went back to my trusty old Glad Beast deck, and we did, in fact, hit level 20. So let's go ahead and jump right into the KC Cup. Let's talk about this really quick, and then I want to get into my second part of the video where I want to talk about the whole ranking system and where I believe it really needs to be corrected and fixed. Alright, so as you can see, Kaiba Corporation Cup 2018 February dual level max. We did, in fact, on stage 1 hit the max level, and what's fitting is the guy that I beat, or it could be a woman, that I beat to become the max level here on stage 1. His name was PogChamp. Now, how perfect can you get for a name of a competitor and beat them to rank up to finally finish stage 1, than to have their name be PogChamp? Like, it was just the best thing ever. Now, we did this with, of course, Glad Beast. We'll be going over the deck in a moment. You can see the actual deck list on the side of your screen there on the layout. I also want to give a big shout out to Andreas for giving us that $10 donation. So now when you guys actually donate here on the channel, you'll actually start seeing your donations appear on the bottom left. I believe we'll have like the top 10 or the latest 10 down there. And I might even do like a leaderboard chart for either the month or the year where it says now playing when I'm not streaming or something like that. I don't know. I ain't thought about that yet. Anyways, I just wanted to give you guys that notification. So, anyway, so we got the dual level max, and some of the deck builds that I actually saw on my way here from level 19 to 20, or even really 15 to 20, were a lot of Glad Beast, a lot of Hazy Flame Finks beat down. That just, you know, they get so super lucky. They run like that 15-5 build. And then you also, of course, got your occasional throw in burn decks with either Destiny Draw, which is very annoying. They need to do something about that. You also have Sergeant Electro, Dino Control, or Sergeant Electro, Ancient Gear deck. Holy crap, I couldn't get that out for a moment. You'll even have your occasional burn decks with either Weevil or even Extra Extra, and I barely see any Extra Extra. And unfortunately, my beloved Extra Extra decks are not as good as they were before, because now that the meta is no longer just Cyber Angels or even Red Eye Zombie, there's a lot of back row destruction or a lot of back row lockdown now, thanks to Gyaku, thanks to Electro, of course, you know, Phoenix as well making a return. So those decks kind of make my Extra Extra deck not as good as it used to be, unfortunately. But I did use an Extra Extra deck to somewhat climb in the KC Cup as well, and it was the mill version. Even the burn version still works. It's just not as effective as it was before. But anyway, so you can see here, that's who we took on. And the reason why we did the KC Cup first stage anyway, because I already got King Games last season. I didn't need to do it. But the reason to do it, of course, is all the free gems. So as you can see here, in the first stage, you get 50, 50, 100, another 100, 100, 150, 150, 150, 200, 200, and again another 200. That's over, I believe, 1,500 gems right there. Excuse me, for completing the first 20 stages. And that is the only reason to even do it. Now, for me to do second stage, I don't even technically need to do that either, because I already got in the top 500 North American region in the last KC Cup. I believe I was near around the top 100, top 200. But I'm going to do it again. Of course, I'm not going to go hard. I might try to go for top 500 again, just for the lulz. Because the only thing I really would take out of it is the free SR Prismatic or free UR and SR Prismatic, whatever I get. That's really about it. You know, just get the free Prismatic SR. I mean, that's really the only reason to do it. They might even have some more gem stuff like that going on. I don't know. We'll find out on the 16th, which is in 4 days, so I got a little bit of a break period. Now, do I really care about regular PvP? Do I feel like going to King of Games? I don't know. I usually like to just get the Legend and just stop. I mean, I've already been to King of Games more than I can count. I think I've been there at least 18, 20 times, somewhere around there. I mean, I just don't care as much anymore, you know what I mean? And partially is because I just really don't care about the grind. The grind in the Casey Cup is so much better than the grind in the every month ranked PvP. And this brings us to our second part of the video and what I wanted to discuss with you guys and what you guys think about that. And definitely leave your comments, you know, below, or you can just message in the general chat or whatever on the Discord, you know, kind of what you guys feel about this. And the big thing that I have a problem with in PvP is the streak system. Now, I've talked about the streak system so many times in the past, over and over and over again, more times than I'd care to admit. And you guys have also brought, you know, your suggestions and your concerns about how the PvP system works. And I think that the streak system needs to be a point system. And I've been saying this for a long time, and a lot of people have tried to argue the point where, how would that be better? Let me explain simply how it can be better. Let's take a few examples here where I am, of course, say when you get to Legend 1, right? You have to win 5 matches to get the Legend 2, 5 to get the Legend 3, and then 5 more to get, of course, the King of Games. So you're going to need a total minimum of 15 wins to get from Legend 1 to King of Games. That part doesn't sound bad. Now, in a point system, now check this out. In a point system, say we're Legend 1 and you got to get the King of Games with a point system. Say every time you win, you gain 1,000 points. If you lose 500. Let's just say that, for example. So you win, you get 1,000. You lose, you get 500. That's either a lose by a disconnect, you would get nothing. If you get a disconnect, you get no points, you lose no points. It's just a 0. Nothing happens with your score, right? But if you lose by a surrender, or if you lose just by getting beat straight out, you're going to lose 500, of course. So, if I now win 1 duel in a row, and then I win 2 duels in a row, I should now gain more than 1,000 points for my streak, because now I'm on a little streak. So my streak should count, and it should just keep raising my point total because I'm on a nice little long streak. Now, if you lose, though, say you win 5 in a row, and now you're gaining more than you're gaining like maybe 1,200 to win now. Maybe you're gaining 1,300 to win now because you're on this nice 5, 6, 7 game win streak, whatever. Great. Maybe you're on a 2 or 3 game win streak. Whatever the reason is. But say you get that every once in a blue moon loss, or you get that, you just get matched up with that deck that you just can't beat. It's just a complete anti-deck to your own. Now you're going to get that one loss. That one loss is now just going to knock you out 500 points. Say you get 2 losses in a row. Now you're going to lose, say, 600, 700 points now. If you lose 3 times in a row, now you're going to lose 1,000. But here's the thing. You just won 4 or 5 times in a row. Say you gained 5,000, 6,000 points. You've lost now 2, 3 times in a row. So now let's say your record is 6-3. But your points are still plus 3,000. Because we're saying that you started from 0. Your points are still around 3,000. And say you need 6,000, 7,000 to move on to the next rank, to rank up. Now you just need to win 2 or 3 more in a row still. And then you're right back on track. But your record is still a winning record, so you're still worthy of ranking up because you're still doing well overall. Maybe you're on a little bit of a slump, or maybe you get an every once in a blue moon loss and it ruins your streaks, but it's not hurting you. You're not being punished for a loss, and you're being rewarded as you're not being punished as much for a loss, and you're still being rewarded for your victory, especially when you're winning multiple times in a row. In the current setup we have, it's not that way. Say, for example, from Legend 3 to King of Games, you could win 4 in a row, lose 1, lose your rank up duel, win 4 in a row again, lose your rank up duel, win 4 in a row a 3rd time, lose your rank up game. You just now went 12-3, which by all means is a very good record. 12-3. is a really good winning percentage. But guess what? Your ass did not rank up. You're still stuck at Legend 3. You're still stuck at Legend 2. You're still stuck at Legend 1. You know, whatever the case may be, it's ridiculous. And we're doing this every single month. And this is why I really don't care as much to climb a PvP anymore, unless it's some kind of like a special event like the KC Cup, for example. Because that 200 gems, is it worth the no-lifing? Is it worth the tilt? Is it worth just going over and over and over? You know, some people get lucky and they get a really good matchup and they can win their 5 in a row. They can win 15 in a row and just go straight from Legend to King games, no problem. But then there's a lot of days where you're just going to keep getting tilted back, or making no progress, even though you're winning a lot of duels. This streak system, Konami, if you're watching this video, because I know you watch my channel, please, if you are watching this segment of this video, please, I beg you, change the streak system to a point system. Get rid of this nonsense winning 4 in a row, 5 in a row to rank up. It's dumb. It's redundant. It's repetitive. We don't want it. It's not even a big deal to even get King of Games anymore at this point. Once you've gotten King of Games once, you've done it a million times. It's no more special the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 20th, 30th time than it was the first time. The first time was when it's special. That's when it meant something. Now it's just repetitive and boring. And it's just not worth our time and investment because it's only, at the end of the day, 4 packs. That's really all you're getting out of it. Now, of course, you're going to keep getting your gems. Matter of fact, guys, to put it into perspective, more times than not, a lot of you are going to collect more gems from getting cumulative victories than you will actually just obtaining King of Games and then stop dueling. You actually will, right now in the current setup, you can actually earn more gems by gaining more and more victories by staying stuck in Legend or staying stuck in Platinum or staying stuck in Gold, whatever. You can accomplish everything you need to accomplish just by no life in the game and just playing repetitively over and over again all day long without even trying to actually climb. So, like I said, Konami, if you're watching this video, please take the streak system out, add a point system, make the game better for everyone, make it a lot less of a grind fest and no lifing every single month. If we had to achieve King of Games every once in a while, like it was like a seasonal thing, like it came like every 2-3 months, then the streak system would not be so bad because we'd have 2 to 3 months to achieve it and the rewards would be better. You know, it would feel a lot better. Maybe you can even add like an additional ranking to it if you want, like a diamond or whatever. But that's only if it was seasonal, not every single month. Once you do this every month, it gets tiring and boring, just outright miserable to a lot of people. And that's why I don't really climb as much, or I don't try to climb as hard as I used to in the past, where I try to get King Games every single month. You know, I feel like it, I will do it, I'll try. Otherwise, if I'm not in the mood or I just don't feel that it's just worth my time, I just don't want to do it. Because it's really not worth it. There's really no end game success to getting the King Games anymore once you've already done it once, because you've now already achieved King Games, and you know you'll have that for yourself for the rest of your gaming experience for as long as Duel Links exists. So it's like, you know, if there's nothing better, if there's not something worth more than just 200 gems to getting it, it's not really worth it at the end of the day, guys, for a lot of you. I mean, it's not worth the time investment, it's not worth the headache, the struggle, the stress, it's just not. Now, if you want to make it worth it, then Konami, you need to change it to a point system. Make it to where you need so many points to rank up to the next tier. Just like you do with the KC Cup. Implement the KC Cup into ranked. And when I mean the KC Cup, I mean Stage 2. Stage 2 of the KC Cup. Implement that. You can even implement Stage 1. That streak system is still better than than the way we're doing it now. I would gladly grind out to level 20 every month opposed to the current ranking system we have right now for ranked PvP. If level 20 equated to King of Games status, I would do that every month because that grind is a lot less than this current grind. You know, that's just my opinion, of course, guys. So, you know, don't be getting all fidgety and agitated with me. I'm just pointing out my perspective, my opinions. I've been playing this game for a long, long time, as you guys know. I've invested a lot of time and hours into this game, and that's just something that I've noticed throughout this entire year, plus that the ranked PvP is one of the biggest things that needs to change, and I would really love for Konami to replace the streak system with a point system, and one of the biggest reasons being the fact that you could win at an 80 to 90% clip and not even budge from your current rank. In what world do you win 70, 80, 90% of the time and not be rewarded for it? It's madness. It makes no sense. It's garbage. There's even some situations for some of you guys that you could win less than 50% of the time and still become king of games because you got on a lucky 5-game winning streak, or a lucky 10-game winning streak, or 15, or whatever. You just got lucky matchups, but you've lost all your other duels. But those don't matter, because if you get the legend, for example, you can't never get knocked back out of legend. You know, you cannot get knocked back out. I don't care about all that crap. I want people who actually have a good winning percentage to deserve to be king of games, but not have to do it in such a manner where you have to literally no life to where it's almost unhealthy every single month, where it feels like you're going to work and not actually playing a game. You're actually going and working for 8-9 hours a day. That's what it feels like sometimes with Duel Links. It's more of a job than an actual pleasure or enjoyment. And that's just something I really want to see Konami change, and hopefully they correct that. Hopefully they see this video. Hopefully they release a survey in the future. I mean, Konami, I'm asking you right now, do you have the balls to release a survey for ranked PvP and what we think could be changed on it? Can you do that again? Can you ask us this simple question? Would you prefer the Casey Cup style or the current style? And I think majority of people would probably go with the Casey style, because the Casey Cup style, more people can get to level 20 a lot easier in a lot shorter time period. I mean, I got there in like, what, a few days? No big deal. And I don't even have all of the cards. I wasn't even running the full meta decks that a lot of people were running. I still got there in just a few days. It didn't take that much effort. I mean, we streamed yesterday for 4 hours. I played a KC Cup maybe about another 3 or 4 hours on top of that, and I played about 2 hours today. So I don't even have half a day's worth of hours invested into the entire KC Cup. I got there in level 20 using a bunch of different decks, and it really was enjoyable. It didn't feel like a big, huge time investment or a big grind fest that ranked PvP feels like every single month. So I just feel like if either incorporate that style of ranking up, you know, where it's like every 2 and then every 3, and then when you get to the big one where you need 5 in a row, you can actually, you can actually still get there by winning 4, lose 1, and then win 2 more, and still move on. That's not bad to me. But I still prefer a point system like Stage 2 opposed to the current system we have now. I just hope Konami can, you know, see this video. Hopefully they understand where I'm coming from and where a lot of you may be coming from if you agree. Anyways, that's kind of what I wanted to do in today's video. It's more of a discussion. I also want to tell you guys, you know, of course, I got to level 20 and all that, so, you know, give you guys an update. And, yeah, so I think my next video or 2 is probably going to be Dokkan Battle with the new events dropping like that. So if you guys are my Dokkan Battle fans, definitely be sure to check those videos out. Those will be coming in the next day or so. If not, maybe one tonight. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, I think we've spoken long enough. Anyways, I just want to go ahead and leave you guys all with that. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Make sure, again, you subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button if you did. Comment below, like I said, what you think about this this topic. Don't make a flame war in the comment section, guys. Don't be getting mad at me either. This is my perspective. Of course, this is my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion as well. We might even have a good compromise opinion that we haven't even thought of yet. So I definitely want to look forward to all that stuff in the comment section below. Also, join our Discord in the description below. Until next time, I'll catch you guys all later. Peace.